Clue number 1. Oumuamua. When this object flew into our solar system in 2017, it didn't behave like a rock. Rocks tumble on 3 axes, but it rotated so complexly as if it were a perfectly balanced mechanism. It was red, metallic, and flat as a pancake, or elongated like a cigar. But the most inexplicable thing was its escape. As it passed the sun, it picked up speed. Comets experience this by evaporating gas, but Oumuamua had no tail. The only physical explanation for this acceleration is light pressure on an artificial solar sail. This was a ship that used our star as a gravitational slingshot. Clue number 2. Tabby's star. KIC 8462852. Imagine looking at a light bulb and someone periodically covering it with their hand. Typically, planets block less than 1% of a star's light, and they do so regularly, like clockwork. But here, 22% of the light was lost, erratically and for varying periods of time. This means the object blocking the star is irregularly shaped and colossal in size, thousands of times larger than Earth. It can't be a swarm of comets, millions would be needed. It looks like an unfinished megastructure, a Dyson sphere, the framework of which slowly drifts around the star, collecting energy. Clue number 3. The 1977 radio signal. It was so powerful that astronomer Jerry Eggman circled it in red pen and wrote, "Wow." But it's not the volume that's important, it's the frequency, 1420 megahertz. That's the frequency of neutral hydrogen. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. Any advanced race knows this frequency. Using it for communication is like knocking on a door with a universal knock. The signal was highly focused. It came and went, like a spotlight that accidentally swept across the Earth. We tried calling back, but the other party had already hung up. Clue number 4. We already found life on Mars in 1976. The Viking landers conducted an experiment. They took Martian soil and added a nutrient solution containing radioactive carbon. If there were microbes in it, they would have eaten the food and exhaled radioactive gas. That's exactly what happened. The soil began actively releasing the gas. But the scientists panicked, thinking it was a chemical reaction, and heated the soil to test it. This likely sterilized the sample, killing the only Martians we've ever held in our hands. Clue number 5. Strange object, 1991 VG. In 1991, astronomers noticed a small object flying past Earth. It behaved strangely. Its orbit was almost identical to Earth's, and its brightness varied as if it were spinning metal. At first, they thought it was an old rocket stage, but analysis showed that no rocket had ever launched on such a trajectory. The object flew past, completed an orbit, and returned, as if it were testing us. Some astronomers seriously believe it was a Bracewell-class alien probe, an autonomous reconnaissance probe hovering in our orbit. Clue number 6. Industrial markers. We look for oxygen as a sign of life, but oxygen can also be created by algae. A much more reliable sign of intelligence is pollution. We've begun to find substances in the atmospheres of exoplanets that nature doesn't create in such quantities. For example, nitrogen dioxide or chlorofluorocarbons. If we see a planet shrouded in a smog of artificial gases, it means one thing: there are factories there. We're looking for fellow intelligent beings, but we'll find fellow beings with environmental problems. Clue number 7. Repeating FRBs. These bursts of energy, arriving from other galaxies, are as powerful as the sun's explosion. They were long thought to be cataclysmic events, stellar collisions. But the signal from FRB 180916 pulses with alarming precision. 4 days of activity, then 12 days of silence. And so it goes, repeating. Natural explosions don't operate on a schedule. It's like a rotating lighthouse or a giant engine that turns on and off to correct the course of the galactic arc. Clue number 8. Oddities on the outskirts. When the New Horizons probe flew past Pluto, it sent back images that puzzled geologists. Structures resembling polygons, regularly shaped polygons, were spotted on the surface of the icy dwarf planet. Nature doesn't like straight lines. Of course, this was explained by the convection of nitrogen ice. But the geometric precision with which Pluto's surface is delineated makes one wonder, what if this isn't ice, but a dome concealing an ocean beneath the surface? Clue number 9. Stars moving too fast. At the center of our galaxy, around the black hole, there's a group of stars, the S cluster. They're flying at insane speeds, but one of them, S2, moves as if something is pushing it. Astronomers have ruled out the gravity of neighboring stars. A wild theory remains. These aren't stars. They're ships using the black hole's gravity for acceleration, or giant stations powered by the accretion disk. We're looking at a galactic station. Clue number 10. The very absence of evidence. It sounds strange, but silence is also a signal. If the universe contained thousands of young civilizations like us, the ether would be filled with noise, but the silence is absolute. This could indicate the existence of the Great Filter, some force or law that destroys civilizations as soon as they become too loud. We find ruins, strange stars, planets, but we don't see our neighbors, because it's dangerous to make noise in this forest. Clue number 11. Stars that simply turned off. Astronomers from the VASCO Project compared photographic plates of the sky from the 1950s with modern digital maps. The result was shocking. About 800 stars had vanished without a trace. Stars don't die like that. They explode as supernovas or slowly fade over millions of years, leaving a trace. But these objects were there, and now they're gone, without a flash or a flicker. It's as if an advanced civilization has begun repairing the galaxy. They're covering their stars with Dyson spheres to collect 100% of the energy. We're looking at a city at night where someone is gradually turning off the lights. Perhaps the problem isn't that space is empty. It's that we're looking for the wrong things. We're looking for radio waves and stone structures. An advanced civilization, however, could use quantum communication and live inside black holes. We're like ants crawling along the highway, wondering, if there's intelligent life out there, why isn't it smelling like pheromones? The answer is simple. They're here, we're just too primitive to notice.